morning, everybody. This is Dave with Nomadic E Biking Adventures. 10:46 a.m. on August 18th, 2025. Well, we are in East Palatka, Florida. And I was going to get on a rail trail with the Palatka to St. Augustine Trail, State Trail. But on the way here, I happened to go along the highway. And I saw a trail close sign about halfway on the way here. Couldn't see why it was closed, but it was a good probably 5-6 miles. So I opted to go in the other direction. So we're going to be going westbound. Right now this is known as the Palatka to St. Augustine Trail. And this will hook up eventually with a trail that I came from on the other direction. So this will be pretty good. We'll be going through the town of Palatka, and then I believe we're going over the St. John's River. Which I guess is fine because we're already on that Palatka to St. Augustine Trail already. Now this is part of a rail trail that I think going this way it'll probably be close to 21 miles before we turn around, so we'll be putting close to 40 miles on. And there's an information sign up here. Let me see if this gives us any information. Let's see. It basically shows it going in all the other directions. But it is part of another rail system that they are trying to connect. So I was able to map this out. Now, one thing we need to watch for is thunderstorms. They're expecting thunderstorms by 3 o'clock. Morning. So we finished up our house sit in Margaritaville. And we're heading to Hawthorne, Florida, which is pretty close to Gainesville. So it's about an hour and a half, almost 2-hour drive. I'm going to stop for a second, clean off my camera or my iPhone screen. I've got thumbprints all over the place. see if I can stay on this trail here. This kind of goes through Palatka. This is East Palatka right now. So I do have my 3 newest batteries with me today. So one battery will give me 20. The other one I hope will give me close to 20. That's 40. And then I've got my second battery, which I believe should get me right around 14. So that's 54 miles total. This is actually a different name trail, I believe. I saw it on the maps and I don't recall what it is offhand. At least they got a sign that's pointing it to the bike trail, so maybe this is going to be all right. It's already humid. It's actually dropped in temperature. It was actually 90 degrees when I left Margaritaville, and we're inland a little bit, so it's dropped it down to let's see, what was it, 84 or something like that. See if I can find maybe a name on a information board or something. There is a nice little bike lane on the main road, but like I always say, if you got the opportunity to get off the road, your chances of surviving increase tenfold. Now, I believe we're going to have to jump on the road to go over the bridge. I don't believe this bike path goes all the way around. Oh, I take it back. There's a separate bike path. Cool. So this is the St. John's River, and it actually flows north instead of south like the majority of rivers do. John's River is one of the major rivers in Florida. plant over there. Nope. Yeah, I think I checked my map because I was supposed to turn there. Cobblestone streets. Police. Bike lane, but it's pretty dirty. It's nice that they got the bike lane here versus out on the main highway. This is actually Palatka now, once we got on the other side of the St. Johns River. train station. Family Market. I've got a Walmart grocery order to pick up when I'm done here. Oh shit. Got something in my carry-on that turned on my air pump. Be right back. Alright, here we go. Now I'm having problems with the charger. And now, oh man, hold on. parking area. Somebody's here. Sitting in the car. I'm surprised my GoPros are doing so well. 55 minutes. Goes. Get off the seat here pretty soon. Stretch. The boys are getting tired. Alright, there it is, 24 miles. We must have the battery number 4 in. So we're gonna pull over to the side here. Change this out. I don't know how far we're short from hooking up with our other one, but we're not quite there.
Want to travel the country without paying for hotels or rent? House sitting lets you stay in beautiful homes for free while caring for pets. I'm currently staying in a Victorian house built in 1885 in Chicago, Illinois for free, and I'll show you exactly how to get started. My free house sitting starter guide walks you through setting up your profile, landing your first house sit, and unlocking a life of travel on a budget. Link is in the description or scan the QR code now. Grab your free copy now and start house sitting today.